Do you want to do the introduction?
How does the introduction go?
Yeah. Do you know the name of the show, right?
Nope.
No?
All I know is that it's a podcast and you and Katy run it.
Mostly John Michael. I'm just here whenever I say I want to be. Because
Okay,
I'm the boss and it's way more fun that way.
The show is called H2OMG, right? So I usually say, hey, everyone.
Like OMG. Get it? Like H2OMG. Yeah. Isn't that clever?
Yeah.
John Michael thought of that all by himself.
Thank
we were
you,
very
thank you.
proud of him.
Thank you.
H2OMG.
H2OMG.
So I usually say, hey, everyone, it's my name with H2OMG, and then I say who I'm here with,
Do you want me to write this down for you?
and I'll play the music.
Yeah.
Sure.
Hey, everyone.
Yeah.
Is that what you say? Wait, no. When do you say H2OMG?
I think I actually usually don't, but I need to start.
Michael.
That's why I don't know what it's called.
Yeah, that's it. I never say it on the podcast.
Well, I'll be the first.
Yeah. And then I'm going to copy you. As soon as you're ready, give me a thumbs up and I'll start playing the music.
Okay. Hey everyone, it's Lorena here with John Michael and Katy on the H2OMG podcast. Today we're going to be talking about the next generation of water heroes, aka me.
That was perfect.
Yeah,
Great
thank you
job.
for doing that.
It saves me from having to do the intro because normally I don't remember what to say either.
Okay.
So
I just don't like doing the intro, so I try to get everyone else to do it. You did a great job.
yeah, great.
I'm going to copy you now. I'm going to copy that format.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So Lorena, you've already said your name, but tell us your name and who are you?
Yeah, what's your whole name? What's your middle name?
I don't have a middle name.
Oh, really? Me either.
You wait,
John Michael's my first name. It's hyphenated.
but you don't have a middle name.
I don't.
My friend Mary Margaret, her middle name is Margaret.
Oh, see, that's not real.
Mary Margaret.
No, it's Mary Margaret
Oh,
Granger.
gotcha.
But do you call her Mary Margaret?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well,
We just call her Mary Margaret. Or sometimes we like to call her Mary.
what does she like to be called? That's the most important thing.
Mary Margaret.
Okay.
She does not like that.
So who are you?
I'm Lorena.
And how do we know you?
Yeah.
My mom is your coworker.
There you go.
Yeah.
So
There you go.
Hilda, which we've had on previous episodes, one of the communication specialists here at the engagement team. This is her daughter, Lorena, and she often comes to hang out with us and help us volunteer at some of the events. And she's even done Drippy, our old mascot, a few times. So you're pretty involved with the water department as far as, for a 9-year-old goes.
I mean, I've talked about it a lot at school.
Which is good.
Can I just tell you a secret?
What?
You're the best Drippy.
Thank you.
You really set the bar.
Thanks.
You're welcome. I just want to get that out.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what is your favorite thing been that you've done with the water department?
My favorite thing that I've ever done was being drippy.
Was me.
Yeah.
I never would have guessed that.
I think you would have.
Yeah.
What are some of the events that you've portrayed Drippy at?
Yard Smart.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about Yard Smart.
Yeah.
You were at the health fair, right?
Oh yeah, the health fair,
yeah.
the employee health fair.
What else was I at?
You've
what
been
else?
you've been to quite a few.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So many that none of us can remember them.
Yeah.
I don't know the name of them.
Well, you just as yourself, you helped us out at Mayfest last year and helped us hand out cups all day.
Oh yeah,
But
yes I did.
you were not Drippy, you were just yourself.
Yeah.
But that still counts.
I tried to play music so then to attract people.
Yeah, I
I
remember that.
remember that.
It didn't work, did it?
No.
No.
Plan A, fail.
So Lorena, what do you want to be when you grow up?
A marine biologist.
Marine biologist.
Oh, that's why you wrote it in your science book. Now I know.
Yeah.
So we're having Lorena here today because, as she said in the intro, we want to talk about the next generation of water heroes. And Lorena, I mean, even though she is a daughter of one of our coworkers, she does have a lot of passion for a 9-year-old and helping us out. And she always brings a lot of energy and a lot of laughter to the group whenever she hangs out. So she was hanging out with us for a little bit in the office today. So we decided, you know what? We should get into the mind of somebody who's going to be sort of leading this conservation industry down the road. So do you want to talk a little bit about that today?
Well, first of all, let me say, before we dragged you in here, you were just laying down behind a door on a mat watching YouTube on your phone. So what?
On my mom's phone.
On your mom's phone. So I think this is a better use of your time, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
I mean,
What were you watching?
a YouTuber.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It just sounds like this child laying by. We're going to have to cut that.
I mean, my mom said, okay, I found a mat, and my mom had a blanket in her drawer, and I asked, Mom, can I use these? And then she's like, sure.
I mean, out of the box thinking, Lorena. That's why I like having you around.
But before that, you were doing your multiplication tables, right?
Yeah.
What's 8 times 7?
3 seconds. 3 seconds.
56.
Is that right?
I don't know.
I don't know. We're not good at math.
Look it up.
I have two science degrees, and I still am horrible at math. I have a master's degree, and I still can't do most of my multiplication tables.
Me either.
Except for that 9 trick. I totally, that's how I can rock my 9s. With the fingers. You know 9
I
times 5?
I have another 9 trick.
What?
Another one.
Another one.
Just, okay.
I need help with 8 through 2.
Okay. Anywho, so basically, if there's, let's use 9 times 8. Let's say you didn't know that.
Okay.
9 times 8. Pretend the 9 is a 10. So 10 times 8 is 80. So take 8 away from the 10.
2?
That's 70.
Is this Common Core math? 'Cause
Yeah.
That's 72.
8 away from
Oh,
the
I see what you're
10.
saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm still trying to. Okay, never mind.
Whatever.
This is what I have to look forward to, I guess.
Yeah, right. Teaching your son.
Do you really want me to cut the thing about her laying behind the door? No. Okay, that was good.
Just cut out me about saying it.
okay.
It was really funny. But it did make it sound really bad. This kid's sleeping. She comes to work and she just sleeps on a mat behind the door.
Summer vacation.
I know.
I was tired.
I don't. Listen, I wish I could take a nap all day.
I walked all the way to the library
When?
Yeah,
Today?
when?
after lunch.
Oh, okay.
By
I
yourself?
didn't even know you were gone.
No, with my sister and my cousin.
Oh, okay.
Did they bring you back?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Just Lorena walking around downtown by herself.
If anybody could do it, she could.
Earlier at across the road whenever we had the food bank thing, and she just looked at Hilda and was like, "I'm gonna go spend my dollar," and went to just go and walk away. Didn't even say anything. Hilda turns like, "I'm gonna go with her," and I was like, "I totally trust that she's gonna go by herself." So, you're very independent for being 9.
That's good.
I always tell your mom that you always act a lot more mature than what your age is, for sure.
Yeah.
So let's talk about water.
Yeah.
You want to talk about some water? Okay, cool. So you want to be a marine biologist. Why do you want to be a marine biologist?
Because the sea turtles are dying.
Ooh, do you know why? Do you know what some of their biggest threats are? You know my background is all in animal stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So this is my talk here.
Okay.
So do you know some of the reasons why sea turtles are dying?
Because there's a lot of plastic and things that we throw into the water.
Yeah, so not a lot of really good stuff.
And then they think it's food and then they eat it and then they die.
Yeah, not good stuff at all. So besides sea turtles, what? Because I mean, you could really be anybody and help sea turtles. But why marine biology?
Well, because first of all, I really like swimming.
Yeah.
And ever since I learned swimming, I've always wanted to be in the water. And I also really do like animals.
Yeah.
I love visiting the zoo.
Cool.
So just combining your two loves, water, swimming, and animals.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It's not a bad path to go down, because I will say most people that I know that are in like wildlife or in any sort of science background, it's because they're in it because they have a passion for it. So you definitely have the right first step in the right direction, just having that passion behind it. So it's a lot of fun. Stick with it.
And you wrote it down in your science notebook, so it's pretty
It's
much
legit now.
Yeah, pretty much law.
My friends saw like my picture and then they're like, "What do you want to be?" Like my friend said that she wanted to be a geologist because she loves jewels.
Oh.
And one of my other friends said that they wanted to just be a regular scientist.
Just
Those are regular scientists.
With like a coat lab, working with
A
that
lab,
stuff.
yeah, a lab.
Working with that stuff. And they looked at my picture and they just saw me in a swimsuit in the ocean. And then they're like, "What scientist is that?" And I'm like, "It's a marine biologist."
Was it a drawing that you did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Can we get a copy of that drawing so when we post this podcast, do you have it?
Yeah.
Yeah, can you send us a picture?
So
Or
that
get
we
your
can
mom
put,
to?
yeah, we can put your mom can put it on our Instagram whenever we launch this episode.
Okay.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
That'd be fun.
Seems good.
I'd like to see what has inspired you.
I just put a fish, another fish.
Don't downplay it.
swimming.
Yeah, right. So what has inspired you? Do you know? Do you know what it like? Was there a particular moment that you were like, "Hey, I really want to be a marine biologist"? You know, what kind of, besides your love for that sort of stuff, was there anything that sort of sparked your interest one day, where you're just kind of like, you know what, this is what I want to do?
My cousin, she was going to be a marine biologist, and she was studying, and then she decided she didn't really want to do it. And whenever she was, I kind of thought of it for a few minutes, and I realized, hey, this is kind of cool.
It is pretty cool.
And then I saw a sad commercial about sea turtles.
And then you were hooked. No pun intended.
Yes.
Well, so this is a podcast about water, and I can't think of anything that marine biology would have to do with water. They're not connected, right?
They are.
Oh, yeah? Well, why is water important to animals that live in the ocean or the water?
Well, because there's a lot of things we need water for, and even animals need water. Like, let's say all the lakes, deer, wolves. There's a lot of animals in the forest near ocean that need water to survive.
Yeah.
Especially elephants.
Yeah.
No, she's right.
Yeah.
You drink a lot of water.
Yeah.
I want to talk about like the impact of what you do here and how it affects. So you want to be a marine biologist one day. All right. So how can I say that? Without
Like
being
about how all the water flows eventually ends up in Galveston.
Yeah. Do you know about that? How like everything, how the water cycle works? Did you guys study the water cycle yet in school? No?
Well,
A little bit?
we did learn about it.
Just not very in depth. How like water travels and it goes, okay, so it goes down. So like, let's say at Fort Worth here.
This is how my mom taught me. First of all, it's in the ocean. Then it evaporates, goes into a cloud. Then the cloud drops it out, and then it goes back into the ocean.
Boom, you're right.
Nice.
Nice job. Your mom
good.
has taught you well. I'll give her a raise. No. No, that's right. So everything that we do here, right, even though we don't live next to an ocean directly, everything we do here on a day-to-day basis, affects the sea turtles and things like that. So what are some things, what do you think are some things that people could do here in Fort Worth to help sea turtles and to help lessen their impact on wildlife? What do you think?
No littering,
No littering?
That's good.
especially near water, because let's say you're near the Trinity Trail. There's the Trinity River right there. So if you litter right there, maybe the wind could carry it into the river. And what I learned was that rivers go into the ocean, which can affect the sea turtles a lot.
Spot on answer.
Yeah, that's good.
Spot on answer.
Yeah.
Very good. Like, what do you want to talk about? Is there like about marine biology, about water conservation? Is there anything that you want to talk about? And then that way we can ask a question to kind of like, like stage up a question for you, and then you can go and talk about it.
Well, if I actually thought about it, could we do Disney?
He wants to talk about Disney. Can we do two water related questions, and then we can talk about Disney?
Okay.
Okay. So what are two water things that you want to talk about? I mean, because we talked about like what marine biology and what she wants to be when she grows up. We talked about like the impact and stuff. Here we go. So going along with impact, so you said about what, no littering and things like that. So you're 9 years old, right? You're gonna be 10 in August, and so you're a kid, but you can still have a really big impact, right, on everything. So what would you want to say to other kids your age? Like, a lot of kids, I feel like your age, they just want to leave it up to adults, and they just want to let adults figure all this stuff out. Is there anything that kids could be doing now?
Well, whenever they're brushing their teeth, like whenever they're not using the water, they can turn the faucet off. Don't take too long of showers.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe like if you're playing in a pool, I don't consider like this to everybody, but like maybe use the water that falls out of the pool.
That would be a good way. That's like an ingenious way that like put a gutter system around like an above ground pool and then put it into rain barrels and reuse it. I mean, come on now. She could be onto something. Good ideas. So now that you have a fan base listening right now, who I'm sure our numbers are going to go skyrocketing once they're like, oh, Lorena's on our podcast.
Absolutely.
It'll go up. So you have a fan base that's listening right now. All right. What is one thing, just one thing that you would want to tell our audience about water conservation?
Don't leave the faucet on when you're not at home.
That's a good one.
That's good.
That is
for a
good
lot of reasons. That's great. Yeah.
Do you want to talk about Disney now?
Yes.
What do you want to talk about Disney? What's your favorite water Disney movie?
I know mine.
Which one?
The Little Mermaid.
Oh, yeah, that is a good one.
That's a good one. Classic. 90s classic, you know.
Thank you. A lot of water.
I don't really know.
Really? You haven't seen Moana? That's a new one.
Oh, yeah, that is a good one, too.
I think she controls like the spirit of the water.
No, she doesn't control it.
Okay, I
Gosh,
fell
John
asleep.
Michael.
I fell asleep during Moana, so sorry.
Yeah, no,
You fell asleep? I fell asleep during Avengers Infinity War.
Well, that's a long movie.
Yeah, that is a long way. What else do you want to talk about Disney?
What is your favorite animal Disney movie?
Ooh, man, I gotta shut off my. Hang on, let me turn off my computer real quick.
My favorite animal Disney movie is probably Robin Hood.
I know. Mine.
That's yours too?
No.
Oh, what's yours?
Bambi.
Oh, Bambi.
Yes, Bambi is a beautiful movie.
It's kind of sad though,
Yeah, true.
right?
Mine is Bambi.
Oh, I also like Pete's
wait.
Dragon.
I remember one that I really liked, Tarzan.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Oh yeah.
That's a good one.
What about?
I have a really hard time picking a Disney movie because it's like asking me to pick my favorite animal. You just can't.
Yeah.
It's really hard.
Because, I mean, Disney uses a bunch of animals.
They do. It's
I know
really
another
hard.
one, The Jungle Book.
Oh, that's a good one.
Wait, The Lion King. We're forgetting that movie.
Aladdin. I mean, come on. I can go
Yeah.
on and on with naming
Yeah.
all these movies. Sword in the Stone.
Oh, that's good.
You really need to get
The
your
Black
good.
Cauldron?
Is that Disney?
The Black Cauldron. It's not a cartoon, is it? It's just like live action. I don't know.
I feel like it is, but I don't really remember.
Have you ever seen? I don't know if this is Disney, but it's a movie called The Witches, where a bunch of witches turn a little boy into a mouse. Have you seen that?
No.
As soon as
not
you said
Disney.
the witches, I was like, Hocus Pocus?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That is Disney. Thank you.
Yeah, that's a good. I love that movie.
I remember
Any-
one of my favorite Disney movies when I was still a little young toddler.
3 years ago.
Yeah.
Sorry, it was longer ago than that, right? It was probably like 4 years ago.
Wait, 3 years ago.
It's like 6. It would have been
Yeah.
6 years ago.
I told you I was bad at math.
What was your favorite then? What was your favorite movie then?
My favorite Disney movie was The Lion King 2, the second movie of The Lion King.
I didn't know.
Not
they
many
made
people
another
say
one.
that. Wait, you didn't know there was a second one?
I
What
have
happens?
it.
There's 2 and then there's 1.5. Lion
Oh,
King
yeah.
1.5.
Yeah, it's about Timon and Pumbaa.
Yeah. It's like the 1.5 is like like from Timon and Pumbaa's side
Oh, that's
of the
funny.
story. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Oh, I think I'd like that.
It's really
They were my
funny.
favorite.
It's
characters.
really funny.
Ooh, I thought of another. Mostly water, I would say. Lilo and Stitch.
Oh yeah, I love that movie.
Yeah. You know my Stitch's name is Car, but my Stitch's name is Car. My car's name is Stitch. Do you know that? Because it's bright blue.
My cousin's name is my cousin's car is named Elliot. And then
my brother-in-law's girlfriend's car is named, I don't know. I'll cut that out. I can think of where
Why is it Elliot? Why is it named
Elliot? Is it like E.T.?
Yeah.
She said
Elliot. Do you know what E.T. is?
Yeah, but
Okay.
she just said it just looked like an Elliot. And then my sister named her car Felix. And
How does one look like an Elliot? You know, like...
But she knows why she named him Felix.
The cat?
Because of... No. Her car.
No, I'm not. Okay, you got me.
We don't have a cat. We only have dogs.
Why did she name him Felix?
Because of Wreck-It Ralph.
Oh.
Fix It Felix.
Okay.
You guys know what that sound means? No. We're going to end the Disney discussion and get into puppet time.
Okay.
So we just bought these two puppets, and we're going to start a program where we go into schools and take these puppets and teach them about wastewater treatment and all that jazz. So we have two of them here, and we have names for them, Squeeb and Squeep. The one that Lorena has right now is Squeep.
Is a blonde little monster.
Oops, I turned your microphone off. I'm sorry. There you go. So, yeah, you're right. It's a blonde little monster, and he's got big eyes that are bugging out, and he's got huge gray bags under his eyes. So we need help. So why are we talking to Lorena about puppets? Well, Lorena is a ventriloquist expert. Can you tell them a little bit about what makes you qualified to talk about puppets?
Well, in the beginning of the show, before the show, we talked about my talent show that we had at my school. And I did ventriloquism because I was like, hey, nobody else is going to do this. Mm-hmm. And why not be unique?
Yeah.
So we went ahead and we practiced, and it turned out to be a really good one.
Yeah. What are your puppets' names?
I have 3. I have Lucy, Daisy, and Rosie.
Oh, okay. And which one was with you at the show?
Rosie.
Rosie. Yeah. So what's her personality?
She is a very spoiled.
Uh-huh.
She likes to give comments about herself randomly.
Mm-hmm. Let's get back to business. So we had to pause for a second so Katy could pack up and leave. So...
Oh, it's on. Never mind.
It's on. And so we were talking about puppets. And so right now, you're holding the puppet that we've named Squeep.
And the other one is Squeeb. Mm-hmm. Looks similar, except he is a darker brown. Yeah,
they're the same puppet, just different fur, I think.
Here, you can have this one.
Oh, thank you.
Yes. Okay.
So
I will be training you.
Yeah. So Lorena's going to give us some puppet tips, and she's going to help us come up with their voices.
And their personalities.
So we know that Squeep
is a very jumpy. Maybe.
Yeah, he's very jumpy. He's very hyper.
Yeah.
And I have Squeep right now. And she's got Squeep, who's...
He's a very nerdy person.
Very nerdy. Apparently we're going to get him glasses that look like mine. I don't know what that says about my glasses, but... he's really smart, and he knows all about wastewater, and Squeep is more of a fun-loving, just good time, get-around guy.
I know why we're getting glasses that look like yours.
Why?
Because they like your glasses.
Thank you. I'll choose to believe that's the reason.
Or do they?
You know what? I'm going to turn your microphone off. Okay, so can you give us an example of what you think Squeeb, the nerdy one, would sound like?
Since I'm looking at him, I think more of like a, I don't know, country voice, because, I don't know, just seems like it to me. A little bit like that.
A country voice?
Yeah.
Okay, can you give us an example?
I realized Hooden. What am I gonna talk about again? talking about things that people put inside the water that they're not supposed to. Oh.
So you're gonna have him talk about how people shouldn't flush things down the toilet that don't belong there, right?
Yeah.
So
John Michael, I'll do the talking.
okay. Oh, sorry, Squeeb. So what are some things that people shouldn't flush down the toilet?
Medications.
That's good.
What else?
Toys,
Yes, toys.
diapers,
That too.
a lot of those
Cleaning.
wet wipes.
Yeah, wet
Yeah.
wipes. I know one more.
What, Squeeb?
Leftover food.
I'm just trying to think of a situation where somebody would need to flush leftover food down a toilet. Can you think of a situation?
Maybe like they don't even know about compost and they're like old rotten food.
So in this scenario, somebody leaves their kitchen with a plate of leftover food and says the best place for me to put this is in the toilet. That's what you think?
Never mind.
Yeah.
You
No,
know
I'm not arguing with you. I'm just trying to
you're
get
wrong.
this.
You're wrong.
You're wrong, Squeeb.
You calm down.
Okay, so you think Squeeb is sounds like a country guy.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, can you give us an example of what Squeep would sound like? So now I'm giving Squeep to Lorena.
Here, you have squid.
And remember, Squeep's more hyper and yeah.
Okay.
And I think they're brothers.
Yeah. So for him, I'm thinking maybe a little bit. He sometimes talks country, but then sometimes like English.
Okay.
You know?
So country isn't English?
I mean, yeah, it is, but like the way we talk.
Okay.
Not like we are fixing to go over to the farm right now.
Okay. Let's
Was it a good presentation?
that's great because I'm from Tennessee and those accents that's all I hear there. So
Oh.
we're fixing to go to the farm right now. That's what everybody says all the time. So okay,
Okay.
what does squeep sound like?
I don't know. What do you think?
I think it should be higher pitched. He's supposed to be like real hyper, you know?
I'm just gonna have the best day of my life. You know, I'm just gonna go to a party and have a lot of fun.
Wow, that's very positive. You're still making him a little country though.
Here. I think I'm gonna go to a party and maybe go eat a lot of cake.
I like that. I like that voice and I like that idea. I could eat some cake right now. I'm starving.
Now they are going to communicate.
Oh, they are? Okay. Are you going to do both voices?
I could.
Yeah, do that.
Okay.
Oh, you want to? Okay. I'm going to give it. So now Lorena has both puppets.
I have not done this before.
Oh, well, this is the first. Wow.
Yes.
You heard it here first, listeners.
So, as me and John Michael have predicted, they are brothers.
Mm-hmm.
They look a lot alike. Wait, what's their names?
That's Squeeb, and that's Squeep.
Squeep?
Uh-huh.
Squeed.
Squeeb.
Hiya, Squeeb.
Mm-hmm.
Hiya, Squeep. What's up today? Well, brother, I think I'm going to a party. A party? Yeah, the party I'm going to. Did Mama let you? Yeah. Okay. Well, what are you gonna do at this party? Gonna eat some cake, open up presents, all that fun stuff. Well, just make sure that you don't throw anything into the water or anything where, like, they're not supposed to be. Do they have a lake there? Yeah. Well, don't litter because the wind can carry the water into the river or lake and then it can go into the ocean. I don't believe you. What are you talking about? It can. Maybe it can. We need to go to the internet.
Okay, and scene.
Okay.
That's great. Can you do the like the exit little thing for us?
What is that?
Just say thanks everyone for listening. Thanks to Katy and John Michael for having me in. And then tell people to follow us on social media. Yeah, can you do that? Okay. Ready?
Thank you for watching the H2OMG podcast. And thank you to John Michael and Katy for having me on the show. Well, podcast. And follow us on social media.
That's perfect. I'm not even going to do a second take.
Oh.